do you actually know how to evaluate a pitch? Because I can only imagine, so I will listen carefully to what our speaker has to say. It's the guy that brought us all together here today, so here he comes, Dermot Corr.
Hi guys. First of all, thanks very much to Johan for stepping in and acting as the MC for today. Thanks very much to Neil. So today we've had a range of different pitches with different styles, and I suppose everybody here that is involved in a startup at some point or another is going to say to somebody, give me some money. Yeah? Most people need help in some sort, and what we want to do is just talk very quickly about how to evaluate a pitch. I want to tell you a bit of a couple of stories. So, the first thing is this. If you actually want to know how to pitch somebody for money, go to the very best that are out there. And if you don't know who Secure Capital are, they're probably the top VC fund in the world. If you look at the logos here, you'll see the people that they came in and invested in right at the start. So Yahoo, before it was shit, before it became good again. Google, YouTube, Cisco Systems. These are the top dogs in the marketplace. These are the guys who bet big. These are the guys who go one big. And if you go onto the website, you're going to actually see a resource which will tell you this is exactly what we want to see in every single pitch that comes to us. And if you don't have that, goodbye. So what I want to do is I'm going to talk to you through some of my experiences whenever I have been working as an advisor. The first thing is you have to know who your target market is. Okay? So if you're trying to pitch to somebody, you need to know who it is that you're talking to. Because, believe it or not, money is never the answer. Money is part of the answer because money facilitates stuff. But for most people in this room, the critical success or failure of your business is going to be the people that you can connect to and the people that you can access. And it is exactly the same when it comes to investment. A guy who writes a blank check that cannot do anything else for you really is not that useful for you, because it will take a lot longer and cost a lot more for you to be able to commercialize your product. So anytime that you ever are looking for investment, you should first of all turn around and say, who is the ideal person? Who has access to the markets that we want? Who has the reputation who can bring us to these markets so that people will listen? So always know who your target is. So really, if you think about it like this, as an investor, I cheat. It's simple. I will listen to over 100 pitches before we even consider one of these companies. And if anybody's ever sat through any recruitment process, if anybody's ever had to sit and listen to stuff over and over again, you will know this thought, which is, do you remember your man who was talking about the thing? And as soon as that happens, the person is gone. 1 out of 100 will probably be invested in. So, what we like to do is we like to cheat. So, if you're playing cards, if you're playing poker, your best hand is 4 aces. Yeah? Anybody play cards? Hello, anybody awake? Good. So, as an investor, if somebody is coming and pitching to me, I always want to have an ace. And that ace is that, okay, you have a great idea. We have money, but our ace is the connections. Because I will invest in stuff that taking you in, investing and working with you and connecting you to other companies that we've already invested in, or other people that we have on our network, that is the key thing to make you successful. So, if you're ever looking at investment, always look at what else they can bring. So how do you stand out? You're going to be one of 100. There's already a template. I'm going to stick it up at the end and download it, use it. There is a structure. If you don't follow the structure, bang, you're dead. Smashed egg. You're not being invested in. So how do you stand out? Well, I would reckon that in 3 months' time, or in 6 months' time, or in 9 months' time, you will probably remember Neil's pitch at the start. Because it was so different. And everybody going, do you remember your man who stood up and did that mad pitch? Standing out is good. You need to tell a story. You need to engage people. If you stand up and if you list off a whole pile of technical stuff, I will not invest in you. If you say, problem, and I go, yeah. Solution, yeah. Access to people who will pay for the solution, yeah. This is what you guys can bring to the table to help make us more successful. Now we're getting interesting. And the other thing, which is, we are not perfect. If you as a company come to me and say, we have every single person that we need to make this product successful and to make it a commercial reality, I will ask you, why are you standing in front of me then? Okay? So, I don't want to labour the point. I don't want to spend too much time on this. The key thing is this, is you need to make sure that the fireworks go off. Follow the system. Stand out. Make it simple for people. Slides, graphics, lots of talk, that's not what it's about. At the end of the day, they're going to hear 100 people. You're going to bore them if you keep talking and talking for the sake of it. It does not help. The more words you use, the more slides you use, the less chance you have of getting money out of me. It's simple. If I'm interested, I will ask you the questions. But you need to hit all of the hot buttons first. If I don't ask you any questions after your presentation, I'm not going to invest. Okay? So, as I said, make it obvious that there is a problem. Okay? Make it obvious that there is a solution. And make it obvious that you've done the homework and you know who we are and what we do and what our speciality is. Because if you just say, we want this money, well, why are you talking to us? Because you have money. It's like a kid going to its mum or dad and asking for pocket money to go to the shop to buy some sweets. And that is exactly how you will be treated. So, that is us. That is a very quick overview in terms of investment. We will stick up on the website the links through to Sequoia. They have a brilliant thing. These are the best guys in the business. They give a template. 13 slides. That is all they ever want to see. And on those slides, you only want to have 4 or 5 points. So, presentation. 10 minutes. Tops. Font size. 30 points. Allow 20 minutes for questions and answers. That is how you pitch to a VC. Follow the steps that they give you. Sequoia, these guys are the Bible. There are something like 700 registered VC companies in America. Guess what? Everybody copies Sequoia. The only thing that differs is where their areas of specialism is. So, if you came to me, and if I only worked in technology, you really should be going to somebody who has some input into agriculture. Again, if Perry comes to me and if he pitches, and I have absolutely no interest in fashion, no connections in that, I don't know Philip Green, I don't know our carrier group, I will be looking at him going, why are you coming to me? So make sure that you know what you want, and make sure you tell me how I'm going to make money. Because in terms of how your VC makes money, think about this. 100 pitches, and you have a panel of extremely expensive people listening to the pitches. The good ones, we then send to other expensive people to do due diligence. Again, an expensive process. We select 1 out of 100, and from that, for every 10 that we actually select, this is the reality. 4 will fail completely. All the money will go. Nothing will ever happen with it. 4 might break even. We might sell our shares back to the people that might do an MBO. After the costs, we might break even. And 2 might actually be profitable. So out of 1,000 pitches, 2 might actually potentially make us money. So think about the costs. And for us, the mathematics are simple. We will not invest unless we think we can get 14 times back our initial investment. So, if you don't have high growth, high potential, do not think ever about going to a VC. That's the maths. It's very, very simple. There are guys in the room who have been through the experience of selling to VC. It is a long and very, very tough process because of due diligence. There are guys who have worked with VCs. There are guys who have pitched to VCs. Talk to them, find out what they did, what worked, what didn't. The purpose of Tech Saturdays is to bring together people at different stages of their growth and development and to share that knowledge, to share that wisdom. So thanks to everybody for coming. Thanks particularly for Mihal for agreeing to step up so that you didn't have to listen to me all the way through the event. And I'll hand it back to him.
Thank you very much.